This 70-year-old woman studied every night until very late. She wanted to pass the internship assessment successfully. She enthusiastically asked the younger employees around her for advice. Even when she was already waiting for the bus, if she suddenly remembered something she didn't understand, she would immediately return to the studio to ask again. Everyone noticed how hard she was working. Finally, the day of the assessment arrived. All the candidates had to quickly repair a piece of damaged fabric. Whoever finished the fastest and did the best job would be officially hired by this top fashion brand. To everyone's surprise, the only person who perfectly restored the fabric was the 70-year-old woman. Her hard work had paid off. Although she successfully joined the company, on her very first day at work, the boss received a huge order. A client offered $800,000 for them to repair a damaged luxury garment from the last century, but they were only given 2 days to complete the job. Hearing such strict conditions, the employees immediately explained to the boss that the garment had been sewn using many different types of wool threads. Restoring it would be extremely difficult. The studio hadn't even found the right materials yet. Finishing it in such a short time was impossible. Even so, the boss ordered everyone to start working immediately. She said she would continue searching for the materials, but if the task failed, everyone would be fired. With no other choice, the employees hurriedly began working. They searched the entire night, but found nothing. Then on the final day before the deadline, one employee suddenly collapsed from exhaustion. But the boss refused to let her go to the hospital, and insisted that she keep working. Seeing this, the other employees put down their tools, and walked out of the studio. No one wanted to work for such a boss anymore. The boss lost all hope, and even began preparing compensation for the client. But no one noticed that the 70-year-old woman stayed behind. She didn't want everyone's efforts to go to waste, so she contacted an old friend, who owned a clothing shop. The two of them searched everywhere, and finally found threads that perfectly matched the garment. But by then, only 4 hours remained. Looking at the clock, the old woman began to feel discouraged, but her friend encouraged her, saying that as long as she didn't give up, there was still hope. With her friend's help, the old woman finally completed the restoration. The next morning, when the boss saw the repaired garment, she was completely shocked. Every detail had been restored perfectly. She could hardly believe her eyes. In the end, they successfully completed the order. The employees who had left earlier were invited back. The boss changed her attitude, thanked everyone, and even gave the whole team a week of paid vacation. As for the 70-year-old woman, her salary was increased 3 times.